everybody, welcome back to the WRESTLEDUDE YouTube channel, and welcome back to another episode of the Collection Corner. You all know how it works. This is sort of like my mail call type of unboxing video, sort of reveal to show off everything that I am adding to my collection, and we have quite a few items here today, all of varying things. We've got some Funko Pops, wrestling figures, Toy Story stuff, comic book figures, stuff like that. And I'm very excited for this episode. There were a couple of items that I was contemplating waiting on before I did this episode, but a lot of this stuff was kind of piling up on my desk, so I wanted to get it out, or get it recorded, so that way I could get some of this stuff sorted and get some desk space back. I have a lot of space I need to work, so I'm excited to show this stuff off to you guys. So if you guys continue to enjoy this series, let me know in the comment section below, and just click the thumbs up button to show your support for the channel. With all that out of the way, let's get on to what all we have here today. And I am contemplating where to start. I guess we'll start with this since it's right on top. This is a smaller item. Actually, it's two items. This is obviously a plastic rocking chair, and then this is a plastic lantern. These are for obviously a WWE Bray Wyatt action figure. Not just any Bray Wyatt, his Wyatt family version. And I don't have a Wyatt family Bray Wyatt figure, so who knows, maybe I'll be on the lookout for that in a future video. I'm sure this is going to come out after the video, so I guess I should plug it now. I did a little travel vlog video for the Great Ohio Toy Show, so who knows, maybe I might have found a Bray Wyatt there. So if I did end up finding one, it'll be in that video, because I'm trying to get that video to come out as soon as possible, whereas this one is going to come out later on down the line. So the timelines are going to be fucked after that one comes up, just because there's going to be stuff from that video that crosses over, not into this video, but there's stuff from this video that will have crossed over into that video. So it's a bit of time travel, sort of messed up stuff. But yeah, who knows? We'll see. I found these for fairly cheap. I think this was like $1, and I think this was like $5, so not bad. I think this originally came with an Eric Rowan, and I don't remember if this came with the Bray Wyatt action figure, or if maybe this came with Eric Rowan, or maybe it came with Luke Harper or something like that. I don't know. But just very nice to find those pieces for very, very cheap. It's actually funny. Part of the thing that actually convinced me to buy those was the night before I went to Big Fun, which is where I bought that and where I've bought a couple of these items from. I was listening to Bray's old Live in Fear theme, and it's a really great theme, which is what convinced me to buy that. And also, while I was at the thrift store, I bought a fedora like Bray used to wear, and it's a very nice fedora. I wish I actually knew where I'd put it, somewhere in my closet, so I could show it to you guys and maybe even wear it for this video. But regardless, we're moving on to our next item, which is sitting right here. This is the Batman Arkham Knight series of figures. This is the Harley Quinn figure that I said that I would be getting after I bought the Scarecrow figure, and I feel like I bought one other one. I bought Catwoman, that's right. I bought Scarecrow, Catwoman, and I bought the Harley Quinn, my favorite version of Harley Quinn from all of the Arkham games. A very nice figure. I've been waiting to get this out of the packaging, so now that this episode is done, I'll have her out of the packaging. She's got quite a few different accessories here. She's got a baseball bat, what looks like a broken gun handle, or no, wait, that's like some sort of explosive device or detonator. Then we have a gun, and then we have a cool little jack-in-the-box here, which looks like it's actually made with a metal spring, so I'm excited to check that out. But yeah, other than that, very nice figure. I can't wait to get it out and display it on my comic book shelf. That's going to be very awesome. Let's see. I guess we can do this real quick. This was just a little gag gift that I also bought at Big Fun. Just some chattering teeth. Just fun little thing. I don't know where the other item went. I got a second gag gift. I got one of those guns where like you pull the trigger and then like a little flag comes out that says bang. I thought that was kind of funny. I don't know, just some gag gifts that I thought were kind of cool and fairly well priced, so I picked them up. We're sticking a little bit with comic books, but we're also going into the Funko area. I picked up this Joker Funko pin from Target. Obviously, I've got this jacket right here with a buttload of pins on it. This is a little bit too big to go on the jacket, so I think this is going to stay in the packaging, but I will try to find a way to display it either on my Funko shelf, which honestly, my DC shelf is looking a bit too stacked. I can't even show it because it's up so high, but it is a bit too full, so I don't know. I'll have to figure out how I'm going to display that. But it is a very nice pin. I don't really collect the pins, but obviously I'm a sucker for some Joker stuff, so I picked that up, and I think it looks pretty damn awesome. Let's see. Stick with the Funko stuff. This is another Funko Pop that is going into my small musicians collection. We have Steven Tyler from Aerosmith. Love Aerosmith. Love a lot of their songs, a lot of their music, a lot of their albums. Steven Tyler was one that I was always looking for in the stores, but I could never find. I could only find Joe Perry, and I didn't want to get both of them. I just kind of wanted to get the front man, you know, the person that people think of most when they think of Aerosmith. Or at least, I guess, personally I do. I don't know, maybe you guys think of Joe Perry first when you think of Aerosmith. But yes, we have that for my musicians collection, which we actually have a second one of those for my musicians collection. So stick around if you guys, if you guys want to see who the other person that I got for my musicians collection is. But we're moving on to this Jeff Hardy Elite figure. I actually picked this up after his AEW debut because, or his AEW in-ring debut, I should say, because he literally wore this outfit and face paint coloring for that match. So I thought it was kind of funny going to the store the next day and seeing this as a Mattel figure, but they basically just made his AEW in-ring debut attire. So very nice figure. This is actually now my third Jeff Hardy figure because I have one for a Willow custom that I'm working on, and then I have a second one for an Itchweed custom that I finished a while back. So that is my third Jeff Hardy figure, and it will go on my AEW figures shelf. So very nice addition to the AEW figure ranks. Contemplating what I should do next. Let's do a bit of Toy Story. These are pretty cool. So these are the Toy Story and Beyond keychains, vintage keychains, all the way back from like when the first movie was put out. When was this? Blah 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 blah. I'm looking for the copyright. Copyright Disney and Pixar. You know, to be honest, I can't even. Is that what it is? 1999? 1999 maybe? Because like a lot of the writing in the back is in Japanese, so I can't really tell. But there's like a little logo right there underneath. There's the logo for Disney, and underneath it says 099. I'm thinking maybe that's when the copyright is from 1999. But we have both of them. We have Buzz Lightyear and we have Woody. And I think it's like you press the chest on Buzz and his laser lights up. And then for Woody, you like press a button on his chest and then his arms go like dangling around. So these are pretty cool. I got them for $8 each. Very cool. I love collecting vintage Toy Story stuff or just any kind of cool Toy Story stuff. So I was very happy to run into those. First thing I actually saw when I went into Big Fun for my last trip. And I'm very excited that I picked those up. Let's stick with Toy Story for a second just because I want to show these off. These are for the Cars sort of parody cars of Buzz and Woody. I have the ham one, and I said I would be looking out for these two, and I like this double pack just because it has them posed in the same pose from the parody scene where they're saying like, you are a toy, you know, you are a toy car. So I'm very happy that I finally found these online for a very good price, honestly. I'm very happy. It's always good when you can find something that you've been looking for a while, and it's even better when you find them for a really good price because sometimes some things can be jacked up very, very high, and I like to be smart with my money despite all the whatever. Let's move on from that. Let's see, what should I do next? Let's show this off just because they're all the same thing, but this is a collection of belts that I got sort of as obviously accessories to go with some figures. So this one is a legit belt. It's the Winged Eagle belt. I'll be displaying this with my Mankind McFoley action figure. So a very nice belt. The only real belt I actually have in this collection. The rest of them are all custom made. Two of them are actually made by my my main wrestling customs 24/7 man who makes a lot of custom wrestling belts. So if you want to check out his website or any of his social media, it's right there. He does a great job. And I asked him for some specific belts, and he actually did a nice little custom order for me. I actually had some pictures made up for these and sent them over, and he brought them to life perfectly. So we have the old Knockouts Women's Championship, the black strap with the blue and gold. I actually had this one made in mind to display with my Mia Yim figure, but then again, I might actually display it with my Rosemary. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe I'll order a second one of these. And then this one took a while to create the picture for, but this is the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast custom Pabst Blue Ribbon Championship that they did like a competition for. I think it looks nice. Like I said, this took a while to create myself. I took a template of one of their original championships, recolored it, added all the logos in, and then sent the picture off to Wrestling Customs. And then obviously Wrestling Customs put it together. So I'm excited to add that one to my collection. I think I might display it. I have this little like cooler right here that is full of like miniature Pabst Blue Ribbons, so who knows, I might display it right there. But yeah, other than that, I've got a big bounty of Impact Wrestling championships. So we have the X Division Championship. These are a lot bigger than the ones I got from Wrestling Customs. These ones were actually done by Fig Tees, who are more well known for their action figure t-shirts. But I do like the belts. Obviously, they're made the same way as Wrestling Customs, but yeah, we have the X Division title, we have the Knockouts Championship, we have the Tag Team Championships, and then we have the World Heavyweight Championship. Now, I'll be honest, when I originally bought these, I thought these were the Knockouts Tag Team Championships, which was actually what I was buying this set for, because I would have liked to have the Knockouts Tag Team titles to display with my Inspiration custom figures. But I'm actually in the process of figuring out how to print off the title belts onto a piece of paper and creating my own custom belts, just because I do like these guys' works a lot, but you know, it's something special about maybe trying to make it yourself that I kind of want to try out. And who knows, if it doesn't go as well, I will be more than happy to order again from these guys. I think they do tremendous work. So, and also I'm all about supporting independent artists, so that's another reason why I like ordering from them rather than, you know, buying the official stuff. You know, also the official stuff can be even more expensive than the custom stuff. So, but yeah, those are all really good belts. I'm very excited to figure out who to display those with. So let's see here. Let's stick with Impact, because this is a cool little, it's a smaller collection that I'm working on, but I'm working on a sort of Impact Wrestling collection. In one of my previous Collection Corner videos, I showed off that I was working on a custom ring. So while at Big Fun, I picked up some more custom, or not custom, I picked up some more wrestlers that are from the current Impact Wrestling roster. So we have RHYNO. This is a fairly old RHYNO figure. I don't know what line this was from. I forgot to look it up beforehand. But he has like this little button on the back where you click it and he kicks, which is kind of weird. I don't remember RHYNO having a signature kick or anything. He more so does the gore. That's his main thing. But a cool figure nonetheless. I picked it up just because I like the idea of having some more like older figures in my collection along with newer stuff. So that was pretty cool to pick up. In terms of the Impact Wrestling collection, we do have, let me see if I can't like group all the Impact Wrestling wrestlers that I got together. We do have two other ones here that I also picked up while at Big Fun. We have an Emma figure, who is now Tenille Dashwood, one half of the Impact Knockouts Tag Team Champions. And then we also have Matt Graywald, the former Aiden English, who now commentates for Impact and also was part of the tag team tournament won by he and Diana Perrazzo for the King and Queen of Impact Wrestling. So that was pretty cool. Let's see. Ooh, this is a cool custom figure I want to show off to you guys, honestly. I worked on this one for a couple days. This is my custom Macho Man Randy Savage as Bonesaw McGraw from the first Spider-Man film. Yeah, pretty basic idea here. I bought an old Macho Man basic figure. I took some clay, molded his hair to make it a bit longer. Same with the beard, make it a little bit wider and puffier like it was in the movie. And then from there, just painted all of it up, you know, used my new paint pens to do the writing on the side, and then obviously the straps were painted on. I think it turned out pretty good. I was a little iffy on doing it with a basic body just because I didn't think it would look buff enough. But after finishing it, I think I did a pretty damn good job, and this will probably go on my comic book shelf because technically it is his appearance from a comic book movie. So I'm cool with that. But honestly, let's stick with the first Spider-Man movie and let's move on to this. This is a Mary Jane figure from the first Spider-Man movie. This is her in her like attire from when she's standing on the balcony, the first attack of the Green Goblin, where he and Spider-Man face off, and Spider-Man saves Mary Jane. Now, originally, this came with a stand, like the little awning that she's sitting on, but obviously I bought it loose like this. Still a very great figure, and I know you guys probably can't see it, but a really great facial scan in my opinion. I think that looks really good. So this is going to look really great on my comic book stand next to my other Spider-Man figures, which is another little collection that I'm working on is Spider-Man figures, which is a good segue into our next thing, which is also Spider-Man themed. This is Spider-Woman. It was just another cool figure that I saw while at Big Fun that I wanted to add to my collection. Has the spider web like wings underneath, which makes it look even cooler. I wanted to have a nice mixture of like, you know, Peter Parker Spider-Man, but I also wanted to have some more like different spider people or Spider Woman in this case. So that's why I picked up this one, and who knows, maybe I'll keep an eye out for some other cool ones. I won't buy every single type of Spider-Man, woman, person, whatever, but just the cool ones that I think stand out a lot, which that one definitely did. So I'm excited to add that one to my collection. Let's see. Let's go with this. This is I think it's like a McDonald's like Happy Meal toy or something, but it's from the Buzz Lightyear of Star Command movie. This is his partner. Um, I wish I could remember his name. I think it's like Booster or something. No, I could be wrong. It's been a while since I've seen it, but very cool little figurine. It was only $4, but I do remember really loving this movie and the TV show afterwards. So I was very happy to see that for such a cheap price. So that's definitely going to go on my Toy Story shelf. I can't believe I can't remember his name. I swear, as soon as I'm done recording this, I'm going to remember his name. I swear. Um, Let's see. Let's do these two together just because they do go together. So my favorite WWE match of all time was The Undertaker versus Triple H, end of an era, Hell in a Cell, WrestleMania 28. And while I was at Big Fun, I found the Triple H loose for like $2, and I actually looked up online to make sure it was the right Triple H with the type of trunks that he's wearing, and it was. So I already have the mohawk-haired Undertaker, which meant all I had to find was the referee Shawn Michaels. And I actually found this online on eBay. This is normally a Toys R Us exclusive, and since Toys R Us is out of business, obviously they don't sell it anymore. And usually when they're in the packaging, like in the box, these things go for like hundreds of dollars. I ended up finding this online for like 30 bucks, which was pretty great. And also originally it came with like some free elbow pads, which originally didn't come with the figure, but it is a very nice figure. Obviously he's in the referee attire, so now I have the figures to represent my favorite WWE match, end of an era. Very great match, very great figures, honestly, and like I said, with that Shawn Michaels getting it for that price, very great price, so very happy to have that. Let's see. We'll move on to this. This is a quick one. This is a Lana Series 101 figure. I actually had the Chase version of this figure at one point, but I actually sold it. But then I saw this in the store. I was like, man, that is a really good figure. Like, even if it's not the Chase, like, that is still a really cool figure. I love the color design on the gear, so that's why I decided to add it kind of back into my collection. Also, who knows? Maybe if CJ Perry ends up going to AEW and joins up with her husband Miro, then hey, I'll already have a figure of her. So hey, how about that? Let's see. Let's move some of the stuff over here just because it's kind of far out of reach for me right now. Hold on a second. And boom. Let's show off this. This is another custom that I've been working on. It's still not finished, but I wanted to show it off right now. This is actually a custom of Nicolas Cage's character, the janitor from the horror movie Willy's Wonderland. I actually used a DIY Funko Pop for this. They start out as like plain white and then you paint them up. I used obviously some epoxy sculpt clay for the beard and the hair up here. And the only thing that is missing is the shirt logo, which I plan on doing a decal for. I'm going to print out the picture of the logo onto some sticker paper. I'm going to then obviously cut it out and tape it onto here, and then I'll do another layer of molding stuff to make it look nice, and then that'll be the last working step for this. But obviously that's going to take a little bit longer, and I didn't want to wait to show that to you because I think it looks really awesome. So yeah, all I need is the shirt logo for that, and then that custom Funko Pop will be finished. Let's see. Speaking of artwork, like the custom Funko Pop, I want to show off this nice little piece that I bought from an independent artist online. This is really cool. This is an epoxy resin water sculpture of like an overgrown like flooded city. And you can kind of see through to like the floor or the street level. I think they did a really good job on this, which is why I picked it up. You can see some of the buildings on top here. There's like a helicopter pad. Kind of gave me the vibe of The Last of Us, which I really like. Obviously, I loved the first game of The Last of Us. The Last of Us Part 2, I've done videos on that. You guys can check them out to see my opinions on that. But yeah, I just think this was really cool. And like I said before, I love supporting independent artists, and especially when they do such a good job like this. So this is definitely going to be a centerpiece somewhere on my shelf, probably with my Last of Us figures, which I did just order the NECA Joel and Ellie figures a while back. I had them on pre-order, which they should be coming out at some point soon. So hopefully I'll have them on the shelf along with that, because that looks like a pretty sick centerpiece. Let's see here. What shall I do next? Here's a small thing that I want to show off. I grabbed a Minecraft creeper. I don't want to mention much of what I plan on doing with this, but just know that this will probably make a comeback in a different video project. And I guess you can kind of see what it's going to be used for by the presence of these two figures back here. But that's all I can say for now. Just know, Minecraft Creeper, obviously bought it from Target, pretty cheap price, pretty nice little figure. Let's see, we'll move on to this. This is the second musical artist Funko Pop that I have. This is Weird Al Yankovic, the one with him. I believe this is from when he sings Another One Rides the Bus. But yeah, I love Weird Al Yankovic, love a lot of his songs, and I saw this on eBay for a good price. It was either this one or the one from the Fat music video. I do like that music video, but I thought it would be better to get this version just because the Fat music video one represents the music video Fat, whereas this one just represents Weird Al's music overall. So I would rather have the one that represents his overall musical career rather than just one song. But yeah, those are the last two musical artist Funko Pops that I wanted for my collection were Weird Al and Steven Tyler from Aerosmith. So that is my little musical Funko Pop collection done. But we are not done with Funko Pops just yet, because we have this awesome art series Joker Funko Pop from Target Con. This looks really cool. I love the art series, but there hasn't really been any that have jumped out to me before seeing this. Like I said before, I'm a big Joker fan, so getting this one with the chattering teeth and the purple like coloring on it just looks really sick. So I'm happy to add that one to the collection, depending on where I can fit it on my shelf. So we'll have to figure that out at some point. And then the final item, actually the final two items that we have today, are both Toy Story items, and they are pretty sick. So the first thing I'm going to show off to you guys is another thing that I bought from Etsy, and it is a fully custom Mr. Spell from Toy Story and Toy Story 2. Now, there is a such thing as a Mr. Spell, but it does not look like the Mr. Spell from the movie. So this is 100% 3D printed, and there's no like electronics or anything for it, but I think it looks sick. I did look at it beforehand just to make sure all the pieces were there and it wasn't broken. But I did find something out. Now you may be wondering, like, how do the letters display on the screen here? Well, I have these little things here that you click in, and how they click in is this is actually a magnet, and then these are actually magnetized on the other side. So you stick them in, and they magnetize to it, and then it can say a bunch of different phrases. So it says Al's Toy Barn, you have Lou's Thigh Burn, you have the question marks right here, you have 1305, whatever the heck that means. You have You're Welcome, you have Ha Ha Ha, and you have What? I think I might keep it as Al's Toy Barn, just because that's kind of the most iconic line that the Mr. Spell figure says in any of the movies, is when he reveals Al's Toy Barn. So this is very cool. I was very happy to actually find something like this online. I think the independent artists did a great job with it. They do a ton of Toy Story movie replica stuff, especially with like Sid's Toys. I know they did a lot of those, so very happy to have that in the collection. And then the final piece is actually it's actually a figure that you've seen on the series before, but I said that I was going to have it restored. This is a now restored Buzz Lightyear figure with the utility belt on. He's got new stickers. I took the helmet off just because it was very grimy. I was going to attempt to put on a new helmet, but that didn't work out. So I'm just going to leave him without the helmet. But other than that, a very great figure. I put in new batteries, so he talks.
Engaging full light sequence.
Yeah, and he glows in the dark. See, even this light works up. So yeah, all that lighting works. It's a great figure. I can't wait to display it on the shelf. And yeah, just a very cool figure. Overall, a really great episode for the series. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys later.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba